Hi! Hello everyone! Welcome back to the channel.
Hi friends, we're really happy to see you again today.
If you are new here, I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack.
And this is the Everyday English Practice Podcast, the place where you learn simple English, natural English, and everyday English that you can actually use in real life.
Yes, English that people really speak in daily conversations.
And before we start today's episode, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. It really helps our channel grow and helps more learners around the world practice English.
Okay, today's topic is very useful, very common, and honestly a little confusing.
Yes, today we're talking about how to use the word take in English.
Take is a very small word, but it has many meanings.
And that's why learners often feel confused.
Exactly.
You hear phrases like take a shower, take a break, take a bus, take time, take care.
And learners start wondering,
Why does English use the word take everywhere?
that's a great question.
So today, we'll explore the word take in a very natural way, like two friends having a relaxed conversation.
No grammar stress, no textbook feeling, just real conversation.
Emma, before we start, how's your day going?
Today is okay. I woke up a little tired.
Same here. I didn't sleep well last night.
Oh no, why?
I stayed up late watching videos online. I told myself just one more video, and suddenly it was 2 a.m.
Classic mistake. Did you at least take a rest during the day?
Wait a second. You already used the word take.
Oh wow, you're right, I did.
And that's exactly how English works. We use the word take naturally, without even thinking.
Okay, let's use that as our starting point. One very simple meaning of take is to receive or get something. For example,
Please take this book. Or, can you take my bag? In these sentences, take means receive it, hold it, or get it. Very simple.
Emma, can you give an example from real life?
Sure. Yesterday, my friend bought me a coffee and said, take it, it's still hot.
Good example. Here, take is very physical, something you can touch.
Okay, viewers, repeat with us. Take this. Take it. Please take my bag.
Good. Now let's move to another common use. In English, we sometimes say take instead of eat or drink. For example, I take coffee every morning. Or, she doesn't take sugar in her tea.
Emma, what do you usually take in the morning? I usually take tea, sometimes green tea, sometimes coffee when I'm very tired.
I take coffee every day. No coffee, no energy.
That sounds a little dangerous.
Maybe just a little. But this is very common English. You will often hear take breakfast, take lunch, take dinner, take medicine, take vitamins.
Medicine is especially common with take. For example, the doctor said, take this medicine twice a day. Very natural English.
Now, let's talk about time. This is another extremely common use.
Yes, we often say, it takes time. For example, it takes time to learn English.
Very true. Or, it takes me 30 minutes to get to work. Emma, how long does it take you to make breakfast?
About 10 minutes. If I'm slow, maybe 15 minutes.
For me, it takes longer. I'm not very good at cooking. So remember this important idea. In English, we don't say it spends time. We say it takes time.
That's an important point for learners.
Emma, earlier you said you were tired.
Yes,
Then maybe you should take a break.
I agree. Take a break means stop working and rest for a short time. For example, let's take a break and drink some water. Or, you look tired, take a rest.
Emma, do you take breaks while working?
Yes, I try to. Every hour, I stand up and stretch a little.
That's actually very healthy. So remember, friends, taking breaks is not lazy, it's smart.
Okay, here's another funny one.
Yes.
Many learners ask, why do we say take a shower? You don't take the shower with you. English is funny sometimes, but the correct phrase is take a shower, take a bath. For example, I'm going to take a shower. Or, after work, I like to take a warm bath.
Okay, Emma. Shower or bath?
Shower on busy days, bath on relaxing days.
Same here. Now let's talk about transportation, another common use.
Yes, we say take a bus, take a train, take a taxi, take the subway.
For example, I take the bus to work. Or let's take a taxi, it's late. Jack, how do you usually go to work?
I take the subway. Simple and natural English.
Now let's move to something emotional.
Yes, take care. This is a very common and kind expression. We say take care when saying goodbye. It shows kindness and concern. For example, text me when you get home. Take care. Or you're not feeling well. Take care of yourself. Emma, does your mom say this a lot?
All the time. Eat well, sleep well, take care. Okay, let's do a short natural conversation. Hey Emma, you look tired today.
Yeah, work was busy. I didn't even take a proper break.
That's not good. You should take a rest.
I know. After this, I'll take a shower and relax.
Good idea. And don't forget to take care.
Always.
Friends, remember something important. Learning English takes time. Please don't rush. Take it step by step. Take small breaks and take care of yourself while learning.
You're doing great. Really. And remember, practice every day with the Everyday English Practice Podcast. Okay, Jack, after part 1, I feel like learners will start hearing the word take everywhere.
Yes, absolutely.
Once you notice it, you can't stop noticing it.
It's like when you learn a new word and suddenly you hear it everywhere, in movies, in conversations, in podcasts, even in songs.
Exactly.
And that's when language learning becomes exciting.
Because suddenly, English is not just something in a textbook.
It becomes something alive.
Something you hear around you every day.
So now, let's continue our conversation and go a little deeper with the word take.
But remember, we are still keeping things simple.
Yes, simple English.
Natural English?
Real English.
Okay, Jack, let me ask you something. Do you find it easy to make decisions?
Small decisions are easy, like choosing what to eat or what movie to watch. But big decisions, not really. Those can be stressful.
Same here. And when we talk about decisions in English, we usually say make a decision.
But there's another expression that is also used, especially in British English.
And that is take a decision.
For example, after thinking for a long time, I finally took a decision. Or, she took the right decision for her future.
This use of take feels a little emotional.
Yes, because decisions often carry weight. You're not just choosing something small, you're accepting the responsibility that comes with that choice.
And that brings us to another very important phrase, take responsibility.
To take responsibility means to accept that something is your duty.
Or accept that something is your mistake.
For example, I made a mistake and I take full responsibility for it.
This sentence shows honesty.
And it also shows maturity.
Jack, do you remember a moment when you had to take responsibility for something important?
Yes, actually I do. When I had my first full-time job, one morning I arrived late, and honestly, it was my fault.
I could have made an excuse.
I could have blamed traffic, but instead I told my manager, I'm sorry, I was late. It's my mistake, and I take responsibility.
And how did your manager react?
Surprisingly well. He respected my honesty. That moment taught me something important. Taking responsibility may feel uncomfortable at first, but in the long run, people respect you more.
That's a very important life lesson. Okay, learners, here's something that can really help your English improve. Take notes.
Take notes means to write down important ideas, short points, small reminders.
For example, I take notes when I listen to English podcasts.
Or, she took notes during the meeting.
Taking notes is powerful because writing helps your brain remember things. Jack, do you still take notes when learning something new?
Yes, I do, especially when I'm learning a skill. Writing helps me organize my thoughts, and sometimes when I read my notes later, I remember things more clearly.
So friends, here's a small tip. Don't just watch English videos passively. Take notes.
Write down new phrases. Write down example sentences.
Those notes will become your personal English guide.
Now, let's talk about something that requires courage. take a chance.
Take a chance means to try something even if you feel afraid.
For example, I wasn't sure if I could do it, but I took a chance. Or take a chance and start speaking English.
Jack, can you remember a time when you took a chance?
Yes, when I started speaking English online, I joined a conversation group with people from different countries.
Were you nervous?
Extremely nervous. My heart was beating fast. I was worried that my grammar would be wrong or that people wouldn't understand me.
But you still joined.
Yes, I took a chance, and that decision changed everything.
Because once you start speaking, you realize something important. Most people are not judging you, they're just communicating.
That's a powerful message for learners. Sometimes the biggest progress happens when you take a chance.
Now let's talk about mistakes. Everyone is afraid of making mistakes.
But in English, we have a very friendly expression. Take it easy.
Take it easy means relax, don't worry too much.
For example, you made a mistake. Take it easy. Everyone makes mistakes while learning.
Jack, do you say this to yourself sometimes?
Yes, I try to, especially when learning something new. Learning is never perfect, and mistakes are part of the process.
Exactly. Now let's talk about another emotional phrase. Take it personally.
If you take something personally, it means you feel hurt. You think someone's words are directed at you.
For example, don't take it personally. I wasn't criticizing you.
Or she took the comment personally and felt upset.
Jack, are you someone who takes things personally?
Sometimes, if someone criticizes my work, I may feel sensitive, but I'm learning to step back and look at things calmly.
That's a good skill to develop. Now let's talk about another powerful phrase. Take control.
To take control means to become responsible for your own situation.
For example, it's time to take control of your future.
Or she took control of the meeting and organized the discussion.
Learning English is also about taking control. Nobody else can practice for you.
Nobody else can speak for you.
You decide when to practice.
You decide when to improve.
Let me share a small story. A few years ago, I wanted to improve my communication skills in English.
At first, I felt shy. I avoided speaking situations.
I didn't take chances.
And because of that, my progress was slow.
But one day, I realized something important. If I wanted improvement, I needed to take control of my learning.
So I started doing small things. I took notes while watching English videos. I took short breaks to review vocabulary.
I practiced speaking out loud, and slowly, little by little, my confidence grew.
That story is something many learners can relate to.
Yes, progress doesn't happen overnight. It happens step by step. And that brings us to another useful expression. Take your time.
Take your time means there is no need to hurry. Go slowly. Be patient.
For example, take your time. There's no rush. Or take your time choosing the right answer.
In language learning, patience is very important.
Some people learn quickly. Some people learn slowly. Both are okay.
Now, let's imagine a small conversation. Hey, Emma, you look worried today.
Yeah, I have a big decision to make.
Well, take your time.
I want to take a chance, but I'm scared.
That's normal. Just don't take it personally if things don't go perfectly.
You're right. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens.
That's the spirit. Now let's learn another useful phrase. Take part.
Take part means to join or participate in something.
For example, I took part in the discussion. Or she wants to take part in an English speaking club.
Participation is important because practice builds confidence. Jack, do you remember the first time you took part in an English activity?
Yes, it was an online language exchange meeting. People from different countries joined. Everyone introduced themselves.
Were you nervous?
Extremely nervous. My heart was beating fast. I was worried that my grammar would be wrong or that people wouldn't understand me.
But you still joined.
Yes, I took a chance, and that decision changed everything.
Because once you start speaking, you realize something important. Most people are not judging you. They're just communicating.
That's a powerful message for learners. Sometimes the biggest progress happens when you take a chance.
Now let's learn another expression. Take place.
Take place means happen or occur.
For example, the meeting will take place tomorrow morning.
Or the concert took place in a large stadium.
Important tip for learners. We usually use take place for events, not for people.
Now, let's talk about a phrasal verb with several meanings. take off.
First meaning when a plane leaves the ground.
For example, the plane will take off in 10 minutes.
Second meaning remove clothing.
Take off your jacket if you're feeling warm.
Third meaning become suddenly successful.
For example, her YouTube channel really took off last year.
If someone says your English will take off, that means your progress will suddenly become much faster.
Now, here's another strong expression. Take on.
Take on means accept a challenge or responsibility.
For example, she took on a leadership role in the company. Or he took on too many tasks and became exhausted.
Learning English is also something you take on. It's a challenge you accept, and every day you move forward a little more.
Now, let's talk about a warm and caring phrase. Take care of.
Take care of means look after someone or something.
For example, I take care of my grandparents. Or she takes care of her health by exercising regularly.
Learners, remember something important. Take care of your learning journey. Don't compare yourself too much with others. Everyone has their own pace.
Now, here's a thoughtful expression. Take something for granted.
When you take something for granted, you stop appreciating it. You assume it will always be there.
For example, I took my free time for granted. Or he took his friend's kindness for granted.
Sometimes people take learning opportunities for granted. They say, I'll start learning English someday, but someday often never comes.
Real progress begins the day you start practicing.
Now, here are two friendly expressions you will hear often. Take a look.
Take a look means look at something. For example, take a look at this message.
Take a listen to this podcast episode.
These expressions sound gentle and polite.
Finally, let's talk about one last helpful phrase. Take a step back.
Take a step back means pause and think calmly before reacting.
For example, I was angry, so I took a step back before responding.
This is useful not only in life, but also in learning. When English feels overwhelming, take a step back, rest, review, and then continue again.
Now, let's act one final conversation. Hey, Jack, you look exhausted.
Yeah, I took on too much work this week.
That sounds stressful. You should take a break.
You're right. I also realized I took my health for granted.
That happens to many people. Maybe it's time to take a step back.
I think so.